Okay. So, what are you doing? Go on the other side. Oh, you're getting your mic. That's fair. So, per usual, everything that is about to happen is entirely your fault. So, this is our original Mad Lib, and this one is titled Full Circle.
The roof of the hospital was quiet and empty when Ladybug and Chat Noir stopped to rest. Their weekend patrol had been peaceful and uneventful, and the superheroes decided to take a short break before finishing their rounds.
I'm not even joking.
Chat Noir said animatedly, continuing the story he had begun telling his partner to pass the time.
It was the weirdest thing. All I did was offer her a soup, and she must have jumped 10 feet out of her seat.
That is strange,
Ladybug mused, remembering the time she had done something very similar earlier that week when Adrian had turned to talk to her. Hadn't he handed her the same thing? What a coincidence. It turned out fine, though. She's like that most of the time. Not sure why exactly, but at least she didn't fall and hurt herself.
And you said this girl is in your class? Like, in your normal life? Chet nodded.
Yep, she sits behind me. Used to think she hated me, but it was all a big misunderstanding, so it's cool, I think. Ladybug looked thoughtful.
It's funny, I think this might be the first time I've heard you talk about another girl.
Really?
The black cat raised an earlobe.
Just talking to you about Mew count?
No.
Oh, then I guess, maybe.
I guess I'm surprised.
She regarded her partner quizzically.
I would have thought the great Chat Noir would have plenty of girl stories to talk about. To more of her surprise, Chat looked unenthused.
Do you want me to talk about other girls?
What does that have to do with anything?
Then she had an idea.
Sorry, I'm blind. Oh, are you saying you're,
She gestured conspicuously. That I'm what?
are you not into girls?
Paper, help. What? No, that's not it. Wait, no, I mean, it's not that I'm not into girls, I am, never mind.
He looked exasperated.
Look, I just don't like anyone right now. Sure, I interact with plenty of girls, but I don't feel that way about any of them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right, so yeah, I guess they're just not my type.
He eyed his lady out of the corner of his eye for a moment.
Do you have anybody like that? Ladybug blinked.
Like what? He stared back.
Anybody that you like?
I don't know if it's a good idea to talk about this.
Ladybug danced away from him uncomfortably.
We shouldn't tell each other too much. What if I said something that made you realize who I was? Chat made a blep noise.
What? Come on, what are the chances? Telling me if you like someone or not isn't gonna suddenly reveal who you are. Loosen up a little. Ladybug pursed her lips. What her partner said made sense, but she still felt slightly uneasy.
I don't know. I mean, I guess there's someone. Chat Noir fainted. Looked at a loss for words. Finally, he woke up somehow and spoke.
Where am I? Really?
He said, his voice sounding a bit ridiculous.
Huh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ladybug frowned at her partner.
Is it surprising that I like someone?
No, that's not what I meant.
Chet's eyes shifted nervously.
Well, what's he like? Unless you're not into guys.
Well, I am. It's fine.
Okay, so what's he like?
I mean, he's miraculous.
When When Shat merely blinked, she hurriedly went on.
I mean, handsome. Yes, that. Also kind and considerate and really talented. Selfless, too.
Well, gee.
Shat said, eyebrow raised.
Sounds like quite the Mr. Perfect.
I didn't say that. Not to say he isn't perfect or anything, though. I mean, he kind of is, but you don't have to sound so skeptical.
She folded her arms. Not skeptical, just flaky.
Shat shrugged.
I'm sure he's great. He sounds great. I'm happy for you. Joy to the happy couple.
Thanks?
Ladybug bit her lip.
But he doesn't even know I like him. I haven't been able to pluck up the courage to tell him. I just take one look into those green eyes of his and I can't think straight. And the way his blonde hair catches the light, and his smile that lights up the room, and his voice is just so warm and sweet. It's so obvious he's a model, and I get so nervous, and I trip over my words, and I make a fool of myself.
Green eyes, blonde hair, a model? There's no way I can compete with that.
Kitty?
Nothing. Look, Bugaboo, if you really feel that way about him, you really need to just jump with him. Especially if you're as obvious in front of him as you're being right now. The guy must be blind.
I don't know, Chat. My best friend says that I am super obvious, but he doesn't seem to have noticed at all. Which is fine, because I should really just get my act together and actually say something, but I can never find the words. And even when I don't use words and I send him a cardboard box or something, everything always goes wrong and it either gets lost or I forget to sign it altogether. I honestly don't even know if Adrian would even like me back. He's seriously not with me, but are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm great. Nothing to see here.
He feebly gathered his composure.
Adrian, huh? Where am I? Ladybug slapped a hand over her big toe.
Oh no, did I say that out loud?
You wouldn't happen to mean the famous Parisian model Adrian Agreste, would you?
Maybe?
You should tell him. Tell him. Tell Adrian how you feel.
What's coming to you?
It'll be fine. Tell him how you feel, that you like him, it'll work out.
But...
Trust me. Ladybug stared into her partner's eyes, bewildered. He looked so serious and so clawsome that she couldn't help but feel there was something more to his words than she was understanding.
But... how?
She asked stealthily. You really can't tell him yourself?
I've tried!
Want me to tell him? Ladybug stared.
You?
Let's just say that I might have a way to pass a Chloe onto the young Mr. Agreste. That is, if you want me to.
Are you saying you know him?
No questions, my lady.
He flashed her a grin.
So, should I tell him or not?
I don't know. I know I should really just tell him myself. Noir's smile only widened.
Suit yourself.
He triggered.
I think we're done for patrol today, LB. Why don't we both just head home so you can work out what you're gonna tell your Prince Charming? Still shaken, Ladybug nodded numbly.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for the advice, Kitty. It means a lot that you're being so supportive. Her partner swept into a deep bow.
Trust me, it's the least I can do. I'll leave you to your thoughts then.
Looked away and then stopped to look over his shoulder.
I wish you all the courage in the world and hope you manage to tell him soon. And take it from me, I think he already knows his answer.
Ladybug watched Noir bound away across the rooftops, her head spinning. Well, she knew what she would be staying up all night doing now, figuring out her script to follow and, once and for all, tell Adrian how she felt. Stuttering inevitably included.
Those are some of my favorite things.
Awesome.
Okay, so I can't math.
You can't math?
I can't math.
You have a calculator app on your phone.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, it's one calculator.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, so now that we've done that, we can open ourselves back up to more Q&A for you guys if you like. Ask us. Oh, we've already got hands. Excellent, excellent. Hello, you had yours up first. Noise back here.
Yes?
What do you fantasize about in your free time?
I mean, I don't do that, guys. This is a perfectly innocent question. I don't know.
Adrian?
Okay.
Like going on dates with him and, you know, just like getting a slushie or something at a cafe and just talking, or going to the movies with him and sharing a bowl of popcorn and sort of, but not really, fighting over the armrest.
So Adrian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Food. Maybe.
What kind of
Yeah. Lots of food. Maybe some nice sweets, baked goods, some croissants. Oh yes, croissants. Yes. Totally. Yeah. No, definitely just food. Totally. Green over here.
Have you ever considered that one of your parents might have been a past generation Miraculous user?
What are the chances? Gee, that's crazy. That's silly.
I just can't picture it. They're so normal.
My father, a miraculous user.
Oh, thank God, he's not an orphan.
Oh man, that's funny. Oh God, I'm crying. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Why? Is
Never.
he cowardly?
Never. You don't even. No, but I can't even picture it. It makes no sense.
I mean, same.
He's way too busy of a guy to have time to do any of that
I mean, mine
stuff.
too.
And it's ridiculous. I never. Kotori.
Laser lights or catnip?
This is very reminiscent of a previous question. I've had experience with the laser pointers, so I guess I'd have to go with that because I don't know what catnip would do to me, man. I'm scared of it, but I'm also really curious. Black sleeve here.
Where would you take Ladybug on your first date?
Oh man, I would take her anywhere. Like we could go and look at the beautiful cityscape at night on the rooftops of Paris as superheroes. We can go literally anywhere. There's like endless possibilities. We could go.
Well, if we kind of already have seen the whole city from a rooftop perspective, so.
But not as a date. You're missing the point.
But it isn't anything new.
You're missing the point. Do you have no ounce of sappy, sentimentalist romanticism in you?
Of course I do. I'm saying take me someplace new.
Oh, well, if you put it that way. Give me a bucket list of places you want to go, and I will take you around the world.
Disney World.
Done. Lucky my parents are really rich. I'm set for this.
Would they just give you a card for taking?
Let me worry about the details. All you gotta do is enjoy yourself and enjoy the company.
If I can worry about you getting caught stealing a credit card.
Trust me, that will have nothing to do with it.
I don't like your tone, but okay.
You're the front in the suit. Hello.
So, you ever thought, like, with all the competitions people have been, facing with you guys together, you once piloted a giant robot and fought another giant robot.
That was pretty cool.
That was really cool.
So, what kind, like, I assume you must have some sort of knowledge of how those robots work, so, you guys play games?
Video games, man. Video games are awesome.
Which of you would be better then?
Me, of course.
Oh, you sure about that? You and
Yes.
me, video games any day. Bring it.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Bring it.
I'm ready.
Bring it.
1v1 me.
You won't fight, bro?
Hey, we're taking this outside? You want to take this somewhere else? Back to my place so we can play video games all night?
Or the console gaming room?
Yes.
Yes, whoever has the bigger TV.
Yes. Me. Trust me, I have a lot of monitors.
Okay,
I have a great setup.
okay, actually, you know what? That won't work because then I know where you live and then I know your secret identity. And we're not breaking into somebody's house to play video games.
I don't know, you guys, your Adrian Agrest has a great setup. We could just break into his house or something.
That would not be right, especially if he was, in a compromising situation at the time.
Okay, whatever.
What do you do on your weekends?
He showers a lot, okay? How was I supposed to know?
Keep better tabs on your
I'm
partner.
questioning so many things. Okay. Hi, next question. Red hair back there. Yes.
Okay. This is probably out of character, but of the love square,
Yes.
which side do you guys want the reveal to come from? Like, what would be your ideal?
Oh my gosh, that is a question that we've not actually gotten in that phrasing.
That's interesting.
Thank you, because most everybody's like, okay, but out of the ships in the love square, which one's your favorite? And I'm like, they're all my children, so what do you want from me?
They're all the same.
But that's cool to think about which side you want the reveal to happen from. That's a new perspective. Geez, I feel like I used to have a really excellent answer for this, but nobody's ever asked me about it in so long that I kind of forgot what it was.
Yeah, you can narrow it down to one side of the square, but even then you get an infinite number of possibilities for how it would go down, do they find out at the same time regardless of which side of the love square this is, or do I have to pick one to find out first from the other?
All I know is that I want it to happen in the rain.
Yes.
That much I know. That much I know for sure. That needs to happen. Please, just do it. Oh, please.
And their first kiss has to be in the rain.
Yes. Better yet, both at the same time. Please.
Can they remember this one?
Yes.
Ideally, yeah.
So if I picture that scene as being in the rain, then I feel like it would be cutest as Adrianette.
Yeah, my first
Lady
thought was,
Noir, second place.
Yeah, my first thought was Adrianette, but Lady Noir is my favorite dynamic of the love square. So I'm always down for more exposure of that side of the square. So I would take either one probably. I feel like the other two wouldn't make as much sense. I guess that's my best answer. Blonde hair right here.
If Cat Noir was gay, who would he go out with?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Lady Beetle, obviously. Okay, but so if Chat Noir was gay, then who would he go out with? Not considering gender swaps, so just canon. Okay, so I I don't know. Because, like, I mean, there's, like, Nino, but it's more of a bromance.
Copycat.
I think Copycat would be his last.
That would be his last choice ever. He's not that much of a narcissist.
I could see Kim. Kim, I could see Kim.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Kim is too. I guess we just don't know enough about Kim. Honestly, sometimes he seems like a bit more of too much of a jock for Noir/Adrian. I feel like considering that personality-wise, he's into someone like Ladybug. I feel like Kim isn't exactly the best match for him. But I don't know who would be. We need more character development on all these other classmates and stuff. That's what we really need. Okay.
You didn't answer the question.
Because I don't know. I mean, okay,
I mean, if he went out with Max, they'd have video games in common.
True. I guess. Oh, I know. I'm probably going to get too much of a reaction out of this, but in all honesty, considering at least what little we know about him, which is next to nothing, but just like from what we've seen personality-wise, maybe Nathaniel. See, I know it's a ship. I know. I'm on Tumblr. So yeah, I mean, I guess maybe if I had to pick someone that we know of, but it's hard to consider. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Nath. I'm not sure. We've got like 5 minutes left, so let's take the last few questions. Mikasa.
Okay. So, what if Hawkmoth happened to be a friend or family member? What would you think of that?
Ooh, that's awkward. Ooh, wow. I mean, actually thinking about it, then I would hope that it would be all part of like a misunderstanding that like.
It's really hard to explain away a misunderstanding that involves taking advantage of the emotions of innocent people and putting lives in danger.
I know, but if it was a friend or a family member, then that means that like actually like talking it out might actually get you somewhere because you actually know the person. Whereas like if it was just a stranger with their own motives, you're kind of just like, I mean, okay, you want world domination, I don't know what you want, but you're take a number off the wall and get in line.
I don't know if a friendship would survive that.
I don't know. It would kind of just depend, I guess. Too many variables. Good question.
So you don't.
I can't imagine being friends with anyone who would fall in that kind
I
of
would like to
temptation.
think I wouldn't be. Anybody that close to me, I would hate to think that they'd be someone like Hawkmoth. That's just really uncomfortable. What are you snickering at? I don't like that. I feel attacked again for some reason.
These are some malicious people.
You here in the front. Yes.
What are your opinions on Lady Noir angst? Oh my god.
In or out of character?
Never seems more entertaining.
I mean, it's Lady Noir, so like I'm not against it, but the angst definitely kind of puts a damper on things because you know I'm a bit of a sappy romantic. I know what I know from watching TV, okay? Like that's what I know, and like the angst hurts me.
It's got to be done
inside.
right, and it's got to be balanced.
Yeah, it's got maybe a happy ending, or is that just not angst? Can it be angst and then get better?
Yeah, here's the most important thing for me is I don't care how well you write angst if one or both of them ends up dying at the end.
Oh,
I would boycott everything
I'm
you write if that
No
happens.
character death. I can't do it.
If I see major character death in the tags, I will not read it.
I nope. Keep scrolling. Help me. Okay, so we have like a couple minutes left, but I'm going to take this time to quickly say that thank you all for being here. This is a really great audience. You guys have been fantastic. Once this panel ends, if you guys want to chat us up and get pictures or anything, we're going to clear out this room right after the panel ends and try and find a spot out of the way in the hallway where we're not going to be a nuisance to traffic of human beings. And we can do all that stuff out there. So once the panel ends, we'll beeline out there. Yes. So let's take one last question. Oh,
Is there anyone we
gosh.
haven't gotten yet?
You right here.
Noir, can you do the nya? Yeah. Oh, God.
You had to make that the last question, didn't you? You're one of those people. Ah! Yo. Harsh, but effective. But not really, because people still ask me all the time. Oh, well. Well, that was a great note to end that on, guys. Okay, thank you guys for coming. You all were awesome, and we will hopefully see you, plenty of you out there in the hallway. Give yourself a round of applause.